what are we looking at?
Well, I played Morgana into Naafiri and I get invaded and the game is chaotic. So
Gotcha.
I don't know if I did the right thing when she invaded. But
Okay, sounds good. Normally, anytime people get invaded, I always say that the number one thing is just to make sure they stabilize. Anytime you get invaded, the literally goal is just to not die and to get as many of your camps as possible. That's the only thing people should prioritize or think about when they get invaded early.
I
Uh,
probably did that.
yeah, we'll see. So in this case, you see him not go to his red, so you know you're getting invaded. So you just have to smite the
Can you
shit.
turn on stream chat?
Yeah,
And
you're
then
not
just
streaming.
oh whoops. As you're doing blue, you see him coming, so you just immediately leave and go to wolves. Yeah, this is correct. I think normally I wouldn't care about coming, but just because Scion came, it's fine to do. I mean, this is a pretty great early game. If I'm you, I'm super happy. He only took 2 of your camps. You ended up killing him and getting another kill. Hella assists. Opening to your bot side. He can't invade you because he's too slow because he died. Now you just full clear. I wouldn't base. There's nothing to base for. All you're gonna buy here is either a dark seal or an Amto. It's really nothing. So here, instead of basing, I'll just go either to top crab or to just your respawning top side. It's not worth the base. All you get is a single Amton. Because there's a decent chance that this could be up because he could be anywhere. Because think about it, he's all 3 of these camps are up. These 2 camps are up. He could open after that definitely go Krugs red like this. He could open and full clear up like this. So here you could just check both. You could after this you could literally check bot crab. You could literally like from here walk because it's impossible that these crabs are both gone. It literally can't happen because again if he's either gonna open like this or he's gonna open like this. So if you bot crabs up, that means you know he did this. If you see bot crabs down, that means you know he did like this, and then you could just cross him into top crab. You know what I mean? It's impossible that it's literally can't be possible that he killed both crabs. Because and you would have seen him cross through mid if he did. So I think you could just play for a crab here, and honestly, you're not even playing for the crab. You're just playing to kill time, waiting for your Gromp and Wolves to respawn. Like, I just want to do something before they respawn besides basing for a single Amton, you know? See this guy. Sign's on his way. He's you again. That's completely fine for you. Like, if I'm you, I'm like happy. Because you're basically even camps, and your camps are being cycled, so your camps will respawn with higher level, while his aren't. He just isn't doing his camp; he's just doing yours. Um, here, keep clearing. Go for a gank, get a Dark Harvest proc. This guy might die as well. Windwall's OP. Yeah, he dies. Get some poke down. Go back to your respawning top camps. No, I think it's all normal. You're literally just your only job is to avoid getting invaded. This guy shows up, just make sure to hold your smite, and then just make sure to smite last second. Nice ult. You could just if they keep chasing you have ult advantage now. You see him as level 5, you're level 6. So honestly, you could just ult right now and 1v1 them if you want to. You have ult advantage. Otherwise, it's completely fine. Just chill and run to your blue. But now you shouldn't be scared. Like I wouldn't be scared to walk in. I would walk in happily. Now that you're maybe back here, you can't really because your W's down. That's most of your damage. But now that you're like wait for your W to come back up and then just walk through her, and you can just ult W on your top of yourself and she can't do anything. Like if she starts these grubs, we're fighting to the death. Low advantage is just too big of an advantage, you know.
Yeah.
Um, this looks like a name Miss Universe would have. Some cringe shit. I have a problem. Anyways, show up to grubs. Again, I think especially when you kill the top laner, you could just like run into him and ult him. If anything, now you're just leashing him the grubs by doing this.
Wait, he is 6 now?
Yeah, but now you have top advantage. Like before, you were 6, he was 5, but both tops were alive. Now you're both 6, but now your top's alive and his top's dead. So you still have maybe it's a different advantage, but you still have one. So yeah, you pushed him out. Installed when he goes in. Spell shot on yourself. W, and he's dead. That is good. I think the jungle's over. You should be up. He just turned level 6, right? Off the grub, and you're literally one camp from 7, so you're up a full level basically.
Yeah.
I would just full clear down for the Leandries now. Buy a Dark Seal or buy a some sort of buy some sort of item here. Amtone or Dark Seal. Don't want to leave with 400 gold. He does Dragon. I would just go to his top side now because he does Dragon, which is what he did. None of the camps are up, but it happens. This is also why Dark Seal, because this guy's just been like doing like the inting strat into all game, right? So this is just like free stacks.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't know he was gonna keep doing that.
yeah, yeah. But even then, you're just strong. Like you're 108. You have your item. You're just in a you're up.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm up a full level, I'm definitely thinking, yeah, I'm strong enough to start, getting some stacks. But I don't know. I have no complaints right now. Everything's like chill. Your only job is to literally when the game starts like that is just to kill as many camps as possible and not die. And you have 0 deaths and you are up camps. Actually, no, you're down camps now, but you've also been fighting. Let me go back to this. No, that's fine because you're skipping camps for like actual events. You're not just skipping them for fun. You could just leave. Nothing you can do. Over to your top side. Full clear down. You can either full clear down for dragon, or you could just play the pull herald here in a second. Shouldn't be scared of him. You could just install him. You should not be. You don't have to. You saw what happened at the grubs. Like I'll play this again, and I know, and I think you maybe think that it's because you had your top laner with you, but it wasn't really. So if you look at this grub fight, and the Fury's full HP. You ult W. Besides the single Q at the end, all this damage is yours. But it's only because you threw your Q. His exact Q damage is the same as your Q damage. So besides the single kill at the
Yeah.
end, this is basically a solo kill, and this is before Leandri. So now, when you see him here, you should not be scared of him. Like, and before your Q is down, now you actually have points in your Q2. Before that was your Q1. So saying that you're up a level, like you're level 10, he's level 9, just installed. If you hit your ult here, he's literally gonna one shot him. So I don't think you should be scared at all. Um,
Okay. Can I ask you something about the matchup though?
mhm.
Because in
The
my mind, like this is
the dogs,
Morgana's hardest counter
the
because if
doggies.
I ult him, yeah, I feel like she can just I don't think there's any reason she should get CC'd by my ult. She just uses W, no, and then I can't use Q because of the dog. So I feel like none of my abilities work against that champion.
When
That's
you're
why
uh,
I'm not ulting.
when you're walking into her, I mean, because she's chasing into you. I think if she's running away from you, I agree. There's nothing you can do. But when she's obviously chasing into you, that means she thinks she can kill you. You should just put W on yourself. Um, and then I think unless I'm crazy, the dog should die to your W. I don't think they autos only. So I think if you just W on yourself like this, and she is running into you and keeps chasing you, then there's no problem. You ult, and then she invulnerable is the ult, then you'll just Q. Um, and then if you W yourself and she starts running away, then that's still a win because now she's letting you enter the fight. Because her options are chase the Morgana and stop her from entering the fight so she doesn't kill my team, or let her walk through, like let her away, and now she's gonna walk through and kill my team. So she has to like the Fury has to like fight you. So if you play W on yourself and you just kind of stand still and keep hitting her, I don't think she's damage to like one shot you. I don't think she's strong at all. And you just W yourself in and install. Normally you ult and then like wait for your ult in and then W. I think in this case, if you're because of the matchup of having to what's the word, wait for the dogs to die, you W maybe slightly earlier. Like normally, let's say your ult's a 2 second cooldown, like 2 seconds to stun someone, and normally you'd wait for the full direction. I think instead you'd wait for like 1 second as your ult's going and then W. So it's like where you think they'll get stunned, but it's not 100% sure because they still have a second of moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just have to W earlier. I guess in this case, because you don't have W, you could just at the very start of the fight, leaving is fine, just for the dogs. But I know it's like it's kind of also it's not that easy to time because it's kind of like her thing is kind of like fizzy, right? Like, doesn't it go through the It's not unstoppable, just invulnerable. No, like it's if you ult a Zaya, but then she ults, doesn't it still go the stun still hits her. It just doesn't. Isn't it kind of weird? I don't know.
Untargetable?
Yeah, isn't it untargetable? It's not unstoppable, right? Because
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
uh,
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I want to see it now. I'm curious, but
can't
whatever.
right click them when they don't get hit by stuff.
Yeah, but if your ult's already like, I think it stops it so you can't ult it. But once the ult's on, it should be good to go.
Yeah, yeah, you can snare
Mm,
Vladimir and his
yeah,
untargetable.
exactly. That's fine. We'll see. I think obviously this one's obvious point. Don't use smite as your team starting the objective. Oh,
No, your standards are really low. Like this is a nice title.
Oh my gosh.
Now you guys need to get better. Get creative, you know. For example, I had a game against Nunu and the title is Kha'Zix versus Child Rider, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Take something, make it fun.
but yeah, this one's obvious. Just don't smite as your team's pulling the objective. Because now you just have no smite, and this guy just walks in and steals it. Unfortunately. Boom. Alright. He no flash now. He died, and no flash is pretty big. Failed 6 suicides to get the herald as well. Clear it down. Watch this fight. Nice spell shield.
I was too generous.
Yeah, might looks like that. If they both die for it, it's fine. Which I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, I mean it's 2 for 1, so it's still for the best.
Who wins it?
They should have won it. They kind of pretty sure.
Did we fumble?
Yeah, Jin ran into. They double ran into NATO. Should have
Yeah.
should have been for the greater good. Your death. Let me watch it one more time. See if you get anything else. I don't know, it feels really counterintuitive. I think you just have to. You can't let the chain break on Ari. Like here, she clicks backwards. If you could just follow her movement, so when she clicks back, you click back forward, and when she clicks forward, you click back. You just want to like hold her at this line. You don't want her to get closer than this line because it makes it easier for her to skill shots, but you also don't want her to get farther from the line because it breaks. So I think you just have to read her movement. She walks backwards, you walk forward. She walks forward, you walk back. You're playing a dance. You're just dancing with her. So I think here instead of it breaking, if you let's say you kept walking forward earlier and it hits her, um, and then after it hits her, then you play the second it stuns her, then you flash out. She's gonna be here stunned, and then you're gonna be here like flashed out, and you're gonna gather so much distance where she can't flash after you because she's obviously stunned, right? But here, she's able to flash after you because she wasn't stunned. So I know it feels scary. You're getting 2 people are hitting you. You're half HP, but the only way you live is if they're stunned, which means walking into them. But it's also if it was like a marksman or like an auto attack based champ, it would be it would be more scary because they're constantly doing damage. But in this case, since it's a mage and all their damage is on their abilities, which have cooldowns, she just used all her cooldowns on you. So she actually has nothing. She's actually useless for the next like 3 to 4 seconds. Then when her Q, E, W come back up, then she's gonna be scary. So right now, walking into her, all you're walking into is 40 damage auto attacks, which shouldn't matter. So I
Yeah.
think that's the only thing you could have done here. And obviously, I think if that happened, it would have been 2 for 0, and then you'd be alive to maybe help at this second part of the fight, which would have mattered. Teammates should win it anyways, but we just try to do as much as we can, and in this case, we could have probably saved the day. But yeah, that's about it. That fight. That's also asking for a lot because you have to play that pretty perfectly for that to happen. But good, we get a freebie, clear down. I don't know. It's a weird game because if I had to say like my only um like begrudgment or the only thing I think that is like bad in this game is I think your farm is way too low, but you're also skipping farm all game for like plays, like to kill Fiddlesticks or to you have 12 fucking assists. Um, so it's not like that you just skipped your camps for nothing. You skipped your camps for like tangible leads or kills. Um, it just puts yourself behind. That's it. That's why it's weird because it's not. I'm not gonna call it a bad decision. It just still a decision that hurted you.
Yeah.
Kind of same thing here, Loki. I think you could have before breaking it, you could have like S-keyed, like not even walk back in, like stand still for like half a second. I'm pretty sure your ult's 3/4 done, and then stun this guy, and then you'll just walk out. And you shouldn't be scared to like Braum tag because you have spell shield. And then if they keep chasing, this could be not bad. But nah, I think it's probably too scary at this point. Maybe you could be greedy and hold it, and just rely on Red Smite to slow him, and then you're also just faster than him. Because you'll slow him, and then you'll just run away. You just W yourself here. It's not gonna be like this W. It'll be like this W. So he's like walking into
Yeah.
it now, and then the entire duration he's getting hit by it. And then obviously the Red Smite will slow him, and then you'll just run out. You'll put Black Shield on yourself, and you'll be impossible to slow while he's being slowed. And if they keep chasing into this little corridor, then you'll have ult and your W up again, and then I think you guys can turn it 3v3. It is hard. I think your teammates, you don't really have much work to work with. Even here, like it's still 1-for-1, so it shouldn't be terrible. Like yeah, the goal's even, so you shouldn't even be that upset about dying. It's just a rough game. Playing dragon. We got the dragon. This guy gets one shot. Nice. We get mid tower. Nice. We spell shield the Scion. That's not very good.
That's my buddy. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, either Yun or Jin. Probably also hold your W here. I know you use it on the dogs, but I think these champs have to dive on someone. Like the way these champs work is Naafiri is gonna R someone or R someone, and Yasuo is gonna R someone or R someone. So I think a lot of this game normally is Morgana, you just use your W to poke here. But I think in this game, when you know these champs have to dive to do damage, that they're not poke champs, you just hold your W, and then for example, in this case, Yasuo ults, boom, now you just throw W right here, and Yasuo's literally stuck in it. He can't get out of your W.
Yeah.
Same logic comes with Naafiri. All game you're seeing Naafiri ult in, so if you're just saving your W for when she jumps in, instead of using it preemptively, it'll be more value. I think all game you're kind of again you're playing Morgana how she's normally supposed to play, just spamming Ws on repeat and poking. But when you're playing against heavy dive, it's really important you just hold your abilities more often than usual, and just use them the second they dive in, because they're literally diving into their death then, you know.
Yeah.
Same thing applies to Ari. Even Ari is designed like as a champ, she's designed to just run in, right? Close Q. You should live here though. Yeah, 2-for-1, not bad. Better for us.
Wouldn't it be better at this point in the game to put some more points in E instead of Q?
Nah, she needs damage.
No? Okay.
I mean, when you're behind, you need to kill them. And Morgana Q and UAP, by the way, this shit's like 600 damage truck. This shit's awesome. If it was one of those games where she has like, if you press tab and top 0-10, mid 0-10, and she has a 15-0 Kog'Maw, and like the only way you win is through like a single, like a Kayle or a Kog'Maw or a Jinx, and sure, if the game plan is we must protect this guy to win, then you can make the argument. But in this game, there is no one on the team like that.
Yeah, okay.
There is no like,
I am the carry.
yeah, there is no holy grail.
Basically.
If you could have got your W off right before death, that would been good. That's why a lot of times Morgana players really want to wait for the R to stun and then W. But you just need to, sometimes you want to use your ult like when it's W and it's like halfway to your W stunning, because yeah, just to be as just try to get up the W off as early as possible. Maybe that would have killed him. Maybe wouldn't have. Not sure. The game's kind of rough. I really don't have much advice this game. I feel like early game, I think you're definitely probably skipping a little too many camps, but it's also just a hectic early game because there's so much fighting and there's so much ganking going on. I know. I feel like if you had Dark Seal, I feel way less bad about
Yeah.
all these assists because like you got all the like you have what 12 assists at 7 assists at 11 minute mark. So these kills don't really give you anything. Like these kills are like 100 gold assists. So if we had like 10 Dark Seal sacks, I'd be like, I feel like okay, we skipped camps, at least we got something out of it, you know. But here we skipped our camps to get assists, which is yes, it's helping our team, but then we're relying on our teammates instead of relying on us, you know.
Yeah.
But obviously,
Yeah, I normally look to see if I'm like, oh, do I think I can survive this game? And if I do, I'll go Dark Seal. But I guess I just really thought Naafiri was gonna kill me on repeat. Guess just wrong about that.
nah, but having Dark Seals only takeaway is pretty troll. I don't know where this game went wrong, to be honest. I thought the entire time I thought the game was going well.
I think it was whenever Yasuo got the double, like the kills, like at that one spot when I died.
Yeah.
I feel like he just carried from there. But
Let's see this. I'll watch this again one more time. Who's that mid laner? Ari? Okay. This could have been your potential dragon moment, actually. Phil 6 dead, the sport's dead, your mid's back in mid. Again, you have nothing to base. I think a lot of this, not really game, you kind of base for nothing. There's that one time where you literally base for a single amp tone, right? Here. And now here you're all basing again, but you're basing for a single ruby crystal. So I think when you're not getting much, I'd rather you just be staying on the map because I never saw opportunities for you to do anything in this game. But that's also because half of the game you're in base, so these opportunities just won't present themselves, you know?
yeah.
Um,
So say the dragon's not up here,
mhm.
because I was basing to go to my top camps. Like, what's the
Yeah.
difference between walking to my top camps and basing and going to them?
No, it's definitely no. At that point, you should always base, of course, because it's around the same speed. If anything, it might be even slower to run across the map, and it's more dangerous. So here it would be fine.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think if I'm like going for the well, obviously you're right. Going for the fiddlesticks. I'll look over and over. Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely should have had the dark
yeah,
seal.
yeah, because it's also like if you're the one getting the kills from these fail sticks, then sure, it's like fine. But since you're only getting assists, like what? That's how like we got 85 gold from this. Like it's actually such a waste of time for us without Dark Seal. Because here, let's say we didn't base, or let's say we base instead of opening top, we would just open straight to bot side again, and we just fight this 3v3 dragon. Like I think you could actually win this. Like you're Leandri's, like you're way stronger than the Fury. Like this is the fight right afterwards, right before you want. I'm sorry. This is the fight right after you one-shot the Fury without Leandri. So now that you have Leandri's, your 1v1 versus her shouldn't even be close. Because right now, I guarantee you, she doesn't even have her first item yet. She has like her components. She probably has like pickaxe and warhammer or some shit, you know? So instead of being on Gromp, I feel like we could have just opened straight bot, been in bot river right now. And this is our 3v3 for like Dragon, for early Dragon. And this 3v3 with Jin Lux. Also, Jin Lux are like crazy combos with Morgana because Jin W into Morgana Q, Morgana Q to Jin Q. I mean, Jin W. Lux Q into Morgana Q. Like, I think Morgana and Lux used to be called the snare sisters for a reason. Like, people used to play with Morgana and Lux bot lane. Because if you land one snare, you're landing the other one. So I think this is right now, like this fight bot I see the minimap happening, was your missed opportunity. Like, we opened to like top for like 2 camps when top is a dead lane, mid's ungankable because it's Ahri. Bot is the gankable lane. Their bot is Braum, who's melee, Yasuo, who has dashes, but he's always dashing in. So he's like a free ult target. He dashes in and you just ult him, he's just dead, right? I feel like you opening top from base when you had Leandri's, you know you have a guaranteed advantage, and there's a bot objective. I think this is probably your like big missed opportunity because here we're like playing to trade, which makes sense now because we're really late. But I think this is the point of the game where you don't press tab much. If you press tab drag, I'd love to show you. I'll wait. Hopefully you press it soon. Oh, here you go. Okay. Here you have like imagine it's when we're gonna base open bot. So this is where you have your Leandries. If you look at AD carry items, it's Yomu's to Zeal, or if this guy vice so they're both one item, one item. And this guy's 4 kills. I'm not saying that in a way like he's stronger than our AD carry. I'm saying that because he's actually down a level. So he's actually weaker. I'm saying that in a way that this motherfucker's gonna dash in no matter what, right? Like this guy is gonna Ian,
Yeah.
and if we're ever and we have flash, so if we're ever behind our Jin as he Ian's in, and we just flash ult in, or just honestly just walk up and ult, this guy dies. Brahm's gonna die too, because Brahm's always gonna follow the dash with his jump, and then we're just gonna pull dragon, and boom, this is our winning lane, right? Top's no, like even though we killed top's fine. He's actually up a level because of CS. So our top's actually losing after all the attention we've given him. Mid's ungankable because of 3 dashes, so top's no point to gank. Mid's ungankable. Jungle's uninvadable. Bot is the place we have to fight. We have to be fighting 3v3. We have to be playing to stack the dragon. This is our like only like gankable lane slash lane we can actually get a lead off of and like snowball off of, you know? So I think this is where when we base after red buff, and even though your top camps are up, we just open straight to bot and we just play for this dragon. And this is where I think you'd be able to snowball and actually have some control of the game. Because imagine right now, instead of being on Gromp, we are in like Tribush, walking in. And I think Naafiri's soloing Dragon right now, and you saw Naafiri's item. She has like a Warhammer to full Leandri, so you could literally molly up this guy. You don't even have to land your Q. You could just R into W. I think he'll die. And then boom, if there's a fight here, which there was a fight, you'd be here for the fight, and then I think you would probably double kill them, save your AD carry. Save your AD carry dies, and we're just trading Krugs, and then killing this Fiddlesticks again, which, again, who cares, right? So, I think this is probably what I missed, is how and then by the time we finally get here, Jin already went mid, they've already, like, swapped lane assignments, and then, and it's just a complete mess, you know? Does that make sense? Just
Yeah,
identifying
no,
what
for
lane
sure.
I have to play for, what lane is, like, the easiest lane to gank, / because here we lose bot tower, and now Jin's mid, so now laning phase is, like, quote-unquote over, and it just becomes, like, and then the first time like a good play happens where we kill Fiddlesticks, Braum, Yasuo die is the first time we're like finally like around our bot lane. Even though we weren't a part of the play, again you force Naafiri to have to mark you, which makes it so she can't go to your bot lane, and then your bot lane won their fight naturally. Um,
Yeah.
so I think this is what we missed in the initial review is just playing off bot lane and realizing not only is that because they're the only lanes that are gankable, but also they're the only lane that can help set you up. Like the Jin W, the Lux Q, the Luxie. This lane has multiple ways of setting you up, while Yon and Sion do not. Make sense?